So in any game, whether it's Call of Duty, Battlefield, any game where you can create a class, generally you want to make your class the best class possible. And throughout Call of Duty in the last couple of years, people have used weapon tuning, specific attachments to make their guns godlike. Specific attachments get used in ranked and competitive. Some don't get used at all because they're dookie. But what if you had to play multiplayer with guns that weren't really the best and you didn't have a choice? Like, what if you got put in a multiplayer using guns looking like this? How would you do? How would it go? Would you have any chance of doing well? We're going to test that out. We're going to use a couple different classes and try to make the best we can out of those matches that we use with those classes. Every single part of the loadout will be randomized. Every gun, every attachment for every slot for that gun, every tactical, lethal, field upgrade, and all the perks will be randomized for that gun. Will we randomly find a god class that has maybe never been used before? Probably not, but it'll be interesting. I feel like for every gun, we'll try to do the best of 3 matches, and our goal will be to finish top place on our team. Our first gun for our first class will be... No! Oh, I thought it was going to be the Stormender. Alright, so we get the Ram 7. And then just to see whether we'll end up getting a second primary weapon, I'm going to roll the vest second, just in case we have to roll for a secondary weapon that we might have to roll anything else for. Not overkill, because overkill is 6. Which I was actually unaware that the gunner vest is the only other vest besides overkill that lets you have a primary weapon as your secondary weapon. FR 556. So the goal with these classes is that once I get these attachments randomized and put on here, that I'll have to try to use both guns and can't just favor towards one. First attachment for the Ram 7 we will have. There are 50 available under barrels in the game. And there are 41 muzzles in the game that are applicable for Ram 7. Number 36, melee damage. Huge. Everyone loves to melee in Call of Duty now. Yeah. Being optics, that's where it gets spicy. There are 72 optics. 5.5 times thermal optic. Already looking great. The 4th attachment. There's only 12 applicable lasers. Hipfire. It's a hipfire laser basically for our 5.5 thermal optic. So far it's shaping up to be a great first gun. We get a barrel. I decided to put what just felt like a camo that kind of matches it. So start off with our first gun, we get a muzzle brake that ups melee damage, a foregrip that also promotes hipfire and tack stance and decreases movement speed, a light barrel that increases ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, sprint speed, not good for recoil control, a laser increases recoil control to hip, sprint to fire speed, and hipfire and tack stance spread, but also has a laser that's always visible to hip, and a 5.5 magnification sniper scope with thermal target identification. We're off to a great start already. Out of 15 lasers, we get laser number 6, which is just ups ADS speed. And for the second attachment, there's only 2 magazines to add to it, so we end up with magazine number 2, which is a 60 round mag. There's only 10 ammunitions. Next up is an underbarrel, and we get underbarrel number 23. And we get the phase 3 grip. And out of 41 muzzles, which ends up being a Shadow Strike suppressor, which just makes it undetectable by radar. Spin for our tactical. We get lethal number 4 as well. And we spin for our field upgrade and get field upgrade number 15. Smoke airdrop. And next we spin for our gloves. We get gloves number 3. We spin for our gear and get gear number 4. Okay, so this is our first class. Our first Ram 7 with everything built for hip fire and tack spread. And it has a thermal optic and a muzzle that is literally made for just meleeing. The FR556 with a 60 round mag, a laser that helps with ADS, armor piercing ammo, a grip that helps with hipfire and regular recoil control, and just a suppressor. So I've never played this map before, so that'll make it interesting. Okay. Just gotta let them cook. We gotta let these guns cook a little bit. At least this gun's built for reloading times. Oh. Yeah, that's such bad recoil control. It might actually pop up in the headshots more often than not. I won't lie, I got turned on by that kid. That kid is also sweating so hard.
What are you aiming at me for? Taking effective. X-ray down.
Oh, this kid's sweating so hard. I like this map. It's an interesting map. It's a different design.
Counter UAV is active. Friendly UAV online.
Damn. I got killed by I have autism. I don't know if I'll ever be able to recover from this. Might as well use our smokes, you know, gotta utilize our equipment.
Friendly counter UAV is online. We're still standing by.
But okay, we just gotta let them cook a little bit. Like, they're not bad guns, you know? Okay. PTV's gonna get that. Okay.
You missed me.
I'm not on point right now, but those kids should have been hitting those shots.
Shut up for a second.
25-9 for the first game with that class. I mean, maybe it slaps. We'll have to wait and see.
Kill them and secure their tanks.
Flash!
We've secured them.
Not a great first challenge.
Close one.
Ready to lead.
I don't even know what the scatter mines do. You know, out of curiosity, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, they detonate, but what does that mean? Like, it just tells you that they're there?
Thermite out!
Kill confirmed.
That FR556 takes so long to pull out. It is insane.
That's what she said. Request I'm hit.
Friendly Overwatch kilo inbound. Friendly mosquito deployed.
Got another. Pick your guts off the floor.
I don't know where to look. There's people everywhere.
Alive, soldier. They tagged me.
I mean, it's not a bad class.
I'm light. I'm hit.
That was just bad aim.
Sunset incoming. They tagged me. Taking effective fire. Stun incoming. Incoming. Drop their sniper.
We'll take it. 25-9 the first game, 28-13 the second game. Like, Forgot to put Cheech and Chong in this game. This is Dallas House, but a skyscraper.
Kill confirmed. Kill them and secure their tank.
Throwing sunlight!
That's a lot better than the original one.
Got some! Got one!
Standing by. Confirm that one.
Flash! Lost the line! Taking effect!
It's hard to know what this class should be used for. Everything on the gun makes it close range. Hip fire, heavy, but the scope is long range and doesn't really fit with the movement.
X-ray! Got another!
It was just me being terrible at the game. I couldn't study my aim for that long. I mean, it could just be the base FR 556 just being so good that like it doesn't really matter what I'm doing with like these attachments I have on it because they're not really affecting it like negatively that much. Like the gun itself still has a lot of its roots. Like the Ram 7 just has like a really good firepower and just a terrible control on it. So. It's funny with this thermal scope, I kind of go cross-eyed sometimes because it's not like straightforwardly seeing the colors. Like you're just kind of seeing like the light white and like the gray that it's like throwing me off. It's funny. Gotta completely tilt the whole lobby. I know I'd be annoyed if that's what happened to me.
Oh my God! I'm stun grenade! Took the route! New man!
I got just one burst that dude. It's just funny that this top G dude only plays this game by just holding down the angle with a sniper like that. That's all he's done the whole game. Especially because everyone's running around with some machine guns or like the one kid just holding the lane with a sniper for like the most kills in the game for a while until this team just kept. I'll take that as a win. We were on top of the lobby and kills, so this kid's got getting really sweaty with their submachine guns and really trying hard. I mean, we had 42 and 33 after we started getting throttled in the last like 5 minutes. Before that, we were like just absolutely slaying, so I can't complain. And I will say that once I use a gun, I will get rid of it off the wheel, so we removed the FR 556 and the Ram 7. So we got the Bruin Mark 9. Now we're going to roll our vest to see if we get a second primary weapon or just a secondary. And our sidearm will be the Renetti. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. An optic. It's like 20 with the laser. ADS speed, okay. That's okay. We get a stock for it. There's only one stock, so we have to go with the stock. Our second attachment is a muzzle. And we get muzzle. So getting the kit removes that stock. I guess I'll re-roll the stock. The wheel originally has underbarrel, but I took underbarrel off because the pistol had trigger action, not underbarrel, and I realized the kit gets rid of trigger action and then makes it underbarrel again. So we're gonna go back to underbarrel. Yeah, underbarrel. Laser. Overall, it gets better range than it had before, not as good handling. Doesn't really get mixed up a lot. I've never used a Renetti kit, which basically looks like it turns it into a submachine gun. keep the quick grip gloves. To get Ghost. Well, heading into our next set of matches. Not really an outrageous class setup. I've never used a Renetti with basically the SMG mod, and the Bruin's pretty consistent. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Gotta work on the aim, not warmed up.
Take back! Taking effective fire!
Enemies securing Charlie.
Pedal the Call of Duty spawn. Died right there, spawn right back. Actually spawn right back onto that same hill.
We're taking Bravo.
It's a great build. Doesn't have enough bullets.
Grenade out!
Securing
They
objective
tagged
Bravo.
me!
Standing by. Bravo.
Like, it's honestly a great build. The pistol is like fantastic.
Objective Bravo.
Grenade out!
Enemy holds all objectives. Loading. Alpha. We're taking Charlie. Securing objective Bravo.
Going out!
Objective Alpha.
Oh, that kid actually kind of looks like he's using my
Taking Bravo.
Got another.
We're taking Bravo.
The first game didn't really feel like a great indication of the class due to the fact of spawning into dying multiple times and just having no pressure on the map to where you basically just can't get shots off to get the kill fast enough. So we'll put that game with a asterisk since our team clearly struggled. But then we can head into the next game and kind of try to get like a good basis of how the class like actually feels. We'll play 3 more matches with that gun. But like the Bruin actually feels like viable. It feels like it can be a real gun to be used. Like it's a normal Bruin class set. I feel like I could easily see some random person using that. The Renetti actually is so good. Like if I just had a bigger magazine on this, it would be so good. But because it's the random class that has like this stupid aiming stability laser, or like the suppressor, like actually the bullet velocity on that's probably nice. But still, like if you could just have anything else on that instead, it'd be so much better. Look at this. It's funny that a stun opens a door, but a frag grenade doesn't. I know it was right behind them. Oh.
We're taking Charlie.
32 and 21. Like, I can't complain. That's a good ratio for that map, especially like the amount of engagements we were getting in.
Who sounds like
Hey.
a robot? Jesus.
Hey, I have candy. Hey, I have candy.
You have
Come to
candy?
the corner.
What kind of candy?
If this guy's got candy, let's
I got
let him
fucking
cook.
M&Ms.
We'll let him cook.
See, you lost me. Shadow, give me the M&Ms.
God damn it! Fucking chocolate. Shoulda known.
I switch back to TDM and kill confirm because I feel like it might be better. Like, I actually enjoy these weapons. You need to do small maps and that. It's just spawn die.
Changing max.
I didn't realize that was an enemy. I just spawned there. This is fun so
In the
far.
area.
And the laser I'm looking at is a sniper.
Fire in the hole.
You always gotta have like that one kid that's playing like he's playing for COD champs. And this little kid sitting in the corner steals my kill.
Lost captain AO. Friendly classified landed.
And it's
Got another. Oh, Scheiße! What are you aiming at me for? Attack me! Go round!
Friendly control is online.
Changing max!
how did
Attack!
God damn it.
I shot you to mine.
We suck.
Good work.
We do suck.
We suck bad.
But we don't suck as bad as
I
the
did
bottom
better
two.
than Tay.
I am better than Tay. Yep, Tay, learn your lesson. Better than you.
I got my butt shot.
GG's, guys. You guys aren't that bad. It's just playing for fun. You know?
GG's, there is
Pretty
no
bad.
GG's.
I mean,
There's
Genesis
no
is sweating like he's
GG.
playing for champs, but it was a good game.
It was an
Another solid game with the class. Not a bad class. I don't hate it. But I think it's time to move on to our third and final class and see how that turns out. The DM56. This one could be one that could go really rough. And honestly, for the last class, I'm just going to put Overkill on. I want to have two main primary weapons because I feel like those end up being the most interesting ones to do because they can go very bad very quickly. So I have the DM56 and the longbow. So I have only used this to do challenges for zombies. So what is the kit for the main? Accuracy and controllability with 4-round bursts. Okay. We can let this cook. This could possibly not be bad. We get a bipod mount, which gets rid of sprint speed. This is gonna be a rough one. Less sprinting. Shitty aiming idle sway, but we have better recoil control, gun kick control, and hip fire spread. Okay, mid-range shot. And because it's 85, they're gonna give me a big number, so I get 81. Okay, I mean, literally, the scope after that would have been a 12.5 and an 8 magnification. The one before that is a 13, so we'll take this 3.7 to 8. ADS speed is absolutely atrocious on this thing. This thing is gonna have the worst ADS speed. That takes down ADS speed. That takes down ADS speed. That also takes on ADS speed. And that definitely takes on ADS speed. I want to see how bad it's going to be to aim into this. Oh my god. This one might be the hardest one yet. Honestly, but the skull camo's got this stuff looking kind of clean. And the reason we're putting skulls on it is because I feel like I'm going to die a lot with these classes. Change it up. Might as well do a throwing knife.
Friendly UAV online.
I can just run the two away.
Got one down. You were out for blood. I was out.
Hostile UAV in the area.
You were out for.
UAV on station.
Changing mag. I'm hit.
Confirmed.
First, so it's sunbird. Same class together? Not so much.
UAV on station. Counter UAV is online.
Swapping mags.
Friendly. Keep it quiet.
Took a shot.
Pistols in this game are fire.
You're not getting away with that one. I'm hit. You were.
Still my assassination.
Throwing shot stick. I'm hit. You're not getting away with that one. Take cover.
It was my first time playing the map, and of course the server had to crash, and I was actually playing pretty well. So then we got put back into that map, and it didn't really go the same way. Nope. Let our teammates watching this important spot.
Lost the lead.
Lucky for these guys that were camping down here in the corners, I'm persistent. Not lucky for me, the guns I'm using aren't good aggressive guns.
Take it. Throwing shot stick. Stun incoming.
I need a shot from
Dex incoming.
UAV on station.
I feel like whenever I play games, I only run into like the top right. Where is that dude even from?
Mission time is half over.
They tag!
Enemy UAV active.
What?
Stun grenade! X!
We definitely got thrown in the blender with the restart of that first game, and clearly have shown that we don't know how to utilize these guns to our advantage. So we'll see how the next one goes.
Hostile launched your cruise missile.
I feel like for one final game with this class, 15-9, it was a pretty good use out of the DM56. I'm not really good with the longbow. I don't know what it is. I just can't get a grip on it even when I'm trying to do challenges for guns. But DM56 I actually was starting to grow on me with the quad shot. Maybe if you had some better attachments, you could work with it. But well, to recap, I'd say the Ram 7, not a terrible gun like I expected, given that every attachment for it is made for hip firing and either meleeing or being like 5 feet away from someone, in addition to having a 5.5 scope magnification. Ended up being a pretty good gun. I feel like I kind of enjoyed using it. It was a lot better than I expected. The FR556 didn't really change too much, I felt like. Just added a suppressor. Had a slower model with a little bit recoil control. This one just added better ADS speed, armor piercing, and a 60 round mag. So that one was kind of more of like a normal gun still. So I'd say that one was pretty easy to use. Very good compared to the rest of the guns we kind of got. So like overall, I'd say with this class, having the smoke airdrop randomly with the thermal was actually a great move. I would give this class probably like a B-. I enjoyed using it. The Ram 7 could have been like a little bit more randomly built if it had like more control options and longer distance instead of hip fire attachments. But it was a good class. And next we had the Bruin and the Renetti. And the Bruin was just basically like a normal Bruin. So it wasn't really that bad. I'd say I'd give that one pretty good rating. I enjoyed using it. You know, I said that when it came to using the Renetti that I put the blood cells on it because it'd be a lot of bloodshed from this gun. And there would have been if it had a bigger mag. But the 15 round mag kind of held it back. But besides that, it's actually like a fire gun. Like I enjoyed using it. Like I could see that being like a really dangerous gun for multiplayer. But I liked it. It was fun. I'd give this class overall an A-. And then it all comes down to this class. The DM56 has its ups and downs. I don't like the 4-round burst for it, especially since there's only 20 bullets in the mag, and it has very heavy recoil with it. But it was a fun gun to use at times. I enjoyed it. Originally, I was happier to get the longbow than I was at the DM56. I thought the longbow had more capabilities. And then the longbow wasn't really a one-shot kill, especially with the armor piercing taking down a damage range. So it was very, very frequent that it would get a one-shot kill. At least the camos look cool on the guns, you know? Some nice skulls. Really made up for my games that were very lackluster compared to my other games. But, yeah. Longbow not as enjoyable to use. So overall, if I had to give a rating to this class, I would give it a C. Because like certain times it was usable. Like the DM56 had some times where like, okay, I pieced some people up, and there was some times where it's like, okay, it's not accurate enough to get these kills. It's not like the FR556 where like the burst is like consistent and accurate. It was kind of like sprayed up. But it was okay. It could have been worse. Overall, I thought this was a fun concept. If there's any other ideas you guys would want me to try, let me know, because I enjoyed doing this. A little frustrated sometimes with some of the guns, especially playing against some of these kids that I think they're trying out for the COD League when they play pubs, but you know, it's just what happens. But it was a good time. If there's any other things you guys want me to try, no matter what game it is, just drop it in the comments, and I appreciate for all the support. Peace.